Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be going over the top 6 plants that I like to have in my aquaponics system. So the first plant that I like to have in my aquaponics system is what you see right behind me, and this is a mesclun lettuce mix. And I like the mix because it's a fast grower, it's easy to take care of, and it's not just one type of lettuce. So if you have a pest come in and it likes this type of lettuce, but it doesn't like this one, you're not going to ruin your entire crop with one pest. So it keeps a good mixture in there and gives you a lot of chances for success. The second type of plant that I love to have in here is Sweet 100 tomatoes, because they produce an extreme amount to the point where I can't keep up with them in my household, so I have to give them to other households. And they don't weigh the plant down because they're not a heavy fruit, so it's good for this vertical system where everything is going to be influenced by gravity. But they're very easy to take care of, just like the lettuce mixture is. They're pretty fast growing and they produce a lot more than any of the bigger fruits would. And when you lose one tomato to maybe a rat, it's not such a devastating loss as losing a tomato this big, when you only lose one that's about this big and you have 100 extra ones. The next plant that I love to grow in my system is a pickle bush cucumber, or cucamelons. I like these smaller ones because, for the same reason I like Sweet 100 tomatoes, they don't weigh the system down, they don't weigh the plant down, and they produce a lot more, and you have a lot more chances to actually get some tomatoes even if you have some pests in your area. The next thing that I like to use is basil, because it's extremely easy to grow in this system and it produces a lot. A lot of different herbs and stuff like that are going to grow great in this system. It's just up to you what you like to use a lot of. I like to cook a lot of pasta dishes and stuff like that have basil in them. So that's one of the top herbs that I like to grow. The next herb that I like to grow is mint, because I use it not just for me, but I also use it to keep pests away from my system. It'll actually take over an entire tower if you let it, so it's almost invasive to your system. But you just cut it back and you sprinkle the rest around the garden, keep other rats away from other things, and it's a great tool that you can use for yourself and for the rest of your garden. The last herb that I'd like to go over are chives, because it grows really well, just like you see behind me. There's a big bush of it, and you just have one of those and you're never going to have to buy chives again. Now, keep in mind there are tons and tons of different plants that you can plant in this system, and I have a ton myself, but these are just the top 6 that I like to use. If you're not sure if a plant is going to work in this system, there's nothing really to lose to take one net pot and take up one little space on your tower and experiment with it. A lot of what you're going to do is experimentation in the garden, and don't be afraid to fail. So those are the top 6 plants that I like to have in my aquaponics system. That's it for this video. If you like this one, be sure to watch the next one, where I'm going to be going over a mistakes and FAQ video. Thanks for watching.
Yo ando andando de volta para você. Eu fico sem mal, eu fico a